Hey everyone, this is Amor the Great and welcome to another episode of Brainwaves Podcast. So today we are diving into a topic that affects millions of families but often goes unnoticed. The perinatal mental illnesses. These conditions, ranging from depression to anxiety and beyond, occur during pregnancy, the postpartum period. Despite their prevalence, perinatal mental illnesses remain shrouded in stigma, leaving many parents to suffer in silence. So today, we are breaking that silence. We'll explore what these conditions are, why they happen, and how we as a society can better support those affected. Whether you're a new parent, expecting a child, or simply want to understand these critical issues, this episode is for you. So, let's start with the basics. Perinatal. Perinatal refers to the period during pregnancy and up to a year after birth. And the mental illnesses that occur during this period are as follows. The first one is perinatal depression, which includes the prenatal and the postpartum depression. The prenatal is before birth and the postpartum is after birth. The second illness is prenatal anxiety disorders, which include general anxiety, panic disorders, and OCD. The third one that affects is postpartum psychosis. Postpartum psychosis is a rare but severe condition that can cause hallucinations, illusions, and mood swings. And often it goes unnoticed if the patient or someone experiencing it does not actually talk about it. So it becomes even more severe. The fourth one is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorders, which is often linked with traumatic childbirth experiences. And finally, the fifth one is postpartum bipolar disorder. And for postpartum bipolar disorders, for those with a history of bipolar disorder, pregnancy or postpartum can trigger episode of mania or depression. Studies suggest that up to 1 in 7 women experience postpartum depression alone, but the actual number may be higher due to underreporting. Fathers and unbirthing partners can also experience perinatal mental illnesses. There's no single cause of perinatal mental illnesses. Instead, they result from a mix of biological, psychological, and social factors. These biological, psychological, and social factors are like hormonal changes, which during pregnancy and after birth, hormonal fluctuations can affect brain chemistry, leading to mood changes. Another thing is life transitions. Becoming a parent is a monumental change, whereby you now start having these things like sleep deprived situations, relationship shifts, and the stress of caregiving can all contribute. Another thing is medical complications. Traumatic childbirth. Complications like preeclampsia or having a baby in the NICU can increase the risk of PTSD and depression. Like, I've been doing my research, and one thing that is tapping into this thing is like mothers don't want to be separated from their kids. So it's kind of hard to talk about these conditions because they feel like if they talk about these conditions, they'll be separated from their kids, and that is just another trauma. Okay, so to truly understand the impact of perinatal mental illnesses, one must just experience it. Okay, but you don't have to experience it. Okay, now we are talking about is like you are now even experiencing it, so it's another experience in itself. So the good news is that perinatal mental illnesses are treatable, but it needs an early intervention. Okay, so here are what you can do if you or someone you know is struggling. Reach out for help. You really need to reach out for help. You need to talk to a healthcare provider, whether it's your OB/GYN, midwife, or primary care doctor. And the second thing that can help is therapy. Evidence-based approach like interpersonal therapy, IPT, are highly effective. So another thing that can help is medication. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications are often safe to use during pregnancy and breastfeeding time. So a doctor can help weigh the risks and benefits. And another important thing that communities don't really put so much effort on is support groups. Just join support group, and organizations like Postpartum Support International offers resources and vital support groups. The most now important thing here is self-care. Though it's not a cure, making time for sleep, nutrition, and gentle exercise can aid recovery. For those listening who might be feeling overwhelmed, know this: you are not alone, and they'll be survivable. Tackling perinatal mental illnesses isn't just an individual responsibility, it's a societal one. Here is how we can make a difference. Normalize conversations. So talking openly about mental health during pregnancy and postpartum can reduce stigma. We have to be talking about this thing. The second thing, you have to improve screening. Healthcare providers should routinely screen for perinatal mental illnesses during prenatal and postpartum visits. You have to do that. Then advocate for policies. Paid parental leaves, affordable childcare, and access to mental health services can alleviate some of the stresses contributing to this condition. Educate communities. Partners, families, and friends play a crucial role. Knowing the signs and how to offer support can save lives. As we wrap up, remember this: perinatal mental illnesses don't define you. They're just one chapter in your story, and with the right support, recovery is possible. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. Let's spread awareness and foster a world where no parent feels they have to struggle in silence. Thank you for listening to Brainwash Podcast. Until next time, adios.